Hi guys, as usual, before we begin, all the necessary links and additional information including my test system setup details in the video description. So, you know how much I liked SMSL PA40 D-Class amplifier that I have reviewed recently. Once I've heard it, I just had to get my hands on SMSL D100 Pro to check if it matches PA40 performance. Now I can already say that it's even better, but more on that later. D100 Pro can be yours for something like $220, and as for other SMSL and Gustav devices, I recommend getting them directly from Aoshida Audio. So, what will $220 get you in 2025? Let's start with some specification. This digital to analog converter is based on two twin ESS Saber 9039 QT2M mobile chipsets, meaning that they are not fully blown Pro versions, but they are energy efficient versions. We also have 6 OPA 1612 Texas Instruments operational amplifiers inside. USB bridge is done using XMOS XU316 chipset, and this digital to analog converter will decode anything up to DSD 512 and PCM up to 768 kHz 32 bits. It also does MQA decoding, though I'm not a fan of MQA format. So basically it will decode everything that you can throw at it at the moment. It also has Bluetooth 5.1. Bluetooth is done via Qualcomm QCC 5125 chip, meaning that it does decode LDAC and aptX HD codecs. And that's a very good thing, because these are currently one of the two of the most performing codecs available. So let's get some numbers, some quite impressive numbers. THD plus noise is 0.00005%, 4 zeros after the leading zero. Let's stop at this number for a minute. A couple of years ago, that would be flagship level performance. Not that long ago, I'd say 2 or 3 years ago, that kind of noise and total harmonic distortion would be reserved for only flagship level digital to analog converters. And the same goes for to signal to noise ratio and dynamic range. Both of them are specified as 151 decibels for XLR outputs and 127 decibels for RCA output. And that's conservative because the AP measurement screenshots that SMSL is publishing on their website is showing that for XLR it's actually 152 decibels and a couple of numbers after, a couple of digits after the comma. So basically, excellent numbers, excellent measurements. Now let's talk about the build and let's talk about the functionality. Before I'll do the external tour and before I will show you what's inside, I will show you what's in the menu. So basically in front of the device we have a LCD screen that's protected with plastic foil screen protector that you can remove or just leave it on, as I have here. It's a very simple display, as you can see. It has no graphic, it's only using segments. We have a rotary knob that controls the volume, but also doubles as a switch, as a power off and power on switch, and it also controls the menus. Short clicks will let us enter the menu. So starting from the first position, we can choose the input. We can choose the filter. FL2 means fast linear, that's my favorite one. we can choose DPLL phase loopback level, and we can change it between 1 and 9. The 1 being the best setting for sound quality, meaning that we have clean and good quality input USB signal. Okay, so then we can change the backlight level between 1 and 8. And that's basically it, so it's very simple. The digital to analog converter comes with a remote, and sorry, I have to pause because the plane is flying by. Yeah, and it's quiet again. So it comes with a remote. The remote looks exactly the same like the remote provided with PA40, but it's a different type. This one is marked with RC8C, and the PA40 remote is RC8A. So they look the same, they have the same plasticky feel, but they are using different sets of codes. Okay, so let's turn that off and let's take a look at the back. There's nothing interesting on the sides, on the bottom, just the back. We have power connector here with power switch integrated together in one element. We have Bluetooth antenna connector. We're getting that kind of antenna in the box with the digital to analog converter. We have USB-C input, and again we are getting just a regular USB-C cable in the box. We have coaxial and optical SPDIF inputs, and we have very interesting HDMI ARC input. It's not very common, although there are, I think, at least 2 digital to analog converters that are also sporting HDMI audio return channel input. The second one is the DO100 Pro, also from SMSL, and the third one is 4CZD3 from 4C Audio. Now, outputs, we have 2 sets of outputs, balanced XLR outputs and single-ended RCA outputs. Now, let's take a look inside. In order to open the device, you need to remove 3 screws here and 4 more underneath the sliding panel. It's not very thick, but it gets the job done. Now, looking inside, and let me get my professional pointer. Yeah, I have to hide them because my cat likes them and she's always stealing them. So we have a separate circuit for the power supply, and it's using NTC as a fuse. It's using Nichicon capacitor here. We have a power bank that's here, these 4 guys, and these electrolytes are specified for, I don't know, yes, you should see that, 1000 microfarads each one of them, and these are also Nichicons. We have 4 Vishay MKP capacitors here. We have, I would say, clock here because it's using shielding. We have Qualcomm chipset for Bluetooth and Bluetooth antenna cable. We also have XMOS bridge for USB control, and we have 2 similar symmetrical paths for the audio output, 2 ESS 9059 Q2M chips, a set of 6, 4 here, 1 here and 1 here, Texas Instruments OPA 1612 operational amplifiers. We also have 2 chips, this one and this one, that had been sanded down, so we have no idea what are those. And that's basically it. It's very clean, it's very simple build, and it sounds good. It sounds good. So let's close the lid and let's move to the sound quality description. Give me a second. Now, the first section of my review is the bass. So, for many years, people were saying that Sabre sounds thin and artificial. It's not true, not for a good couple of years already. The bass here is full, it's rich, with great texture. It adds body and weight to vocals and instruments, but it's not overdone. There is no mid-bass bleeding into the mid-range. Bass goes really low and has authority and rumble. For example, my test track for that would be Born by Jeremy Soule. There are drums in the beginning of the track, in the background, behind the choir, and with a proper setup system, the bass hits very hard. And this digital to analog converter is able to convey that authority in the bass. Moving on to mid-range. The mid-range is very detailed, and that causes the vocals to have very good timbre. You can easily hear slight changes in tone of the voices, the roughness of some male voices. All the vibrating words in And So It Goes by Jennifer Warnes are there and sound very nice. There is no sibilance, there is no listening fatigue whatsoever. Moving on to treble. Gone are the days when everyone was talking about the Sabre glare. Treble here is very smooth and it doesn't have any harshness. At the same time, it's that kind of treble that I really like. It's open, it's airy, it's transparent. It's not as open as with 1959 Pro in Gastard X263, but that's completely another price level. Still, it's on the flagship level and it's very open. I really like the treble on this digital to analog converter. Now, moving on to detail. D100 Pro has an amazing level of detail. My test track, one of them, is Fragile cover by Marilyn Keller. And if you have that track, note the strings at the beginning of the track. Note the sound of fingers sliding on the strings. It's all there. Tons of detail, but it's not overdone. Again, it's not right in your face. It's all there, and you have to hunt for it, you have to look for it. It doesn't force your attention. So again, very good implementation of the technical treble, and technical detail. Good detail level usually comes with good imaging, and it's the case here. The detail level and the fact that we have two separate channels with two separate dedicated 9059 Q2M chips translates to excellent imaging. Scene is very wide, it's very deep, the center image is excellent, and all instruments have lots of space between them, and at the same time they have natural sizes. They are not pinpoint locations, they are not just the points floating in space. They have real body. Again, the same track, Fragile by Marilyn Keller, can be used to check the imaging because it's produced in an excellent way. You can clearly hear the strings starting on the left, you can hear the vocals starting not exactly in the middle, but slightly off to the right. So this is one of the tracks that I'm using for detail and imaging at the same time. Now, I have to admit that though PA40 amplifier sets the bar pretty high, DO100 Pro got through my tests with flying colors. Honestly, this really is flagship level performance. And just a couple of years ago, we would gladly pay something like 3 or 4 times more for that kind of sound quality. So again, it's a great time to be audiophile on a budget right now in 2025. And I have to admit that SMSL went a long way in affordable gear. They always were known for providing affordable audio devices. A few years ago, I owned SMSL SU8 and matching stack amplifier. They sounded good, they looked good, though not without some problems. But SMSL PA40 and this DO100 PO stack is on completely different level and with even lower overall price. The stack, the SU8 stack that I got was something like I would say $500 in total, a little more than that. Now this one is $220 and PA40, I don't remember the exact price, give me a second. Yes, PA40 was $140. So all in all, that gives us $360, and that's way cheaper than over $500 that I've paid for SMSL SU8 stack. So this nice little guy, SMSL DO100 Pro, gets my warm and honest recommendation. It's excellent DAC. A couple of years ago, I wouldn't even try to dream that we'll be able to get something like that for such a small price, and again with such small footprint. Because now the size of this thing, it's really small. It's a desktop digital to analog converter. The PA40 is the same size, so you can have matching set, matching stack with excellent sound quality on chip, and it doesn't take a lot of space, it doesn't use a lot of energy, and it doesn't get very warm. So again, my warm recommendation. Now there's one more thing left. It's PA40 and D100 Pro stack performance together, and I will make another short video on that, as this one is already getting quite long. Now, anyway, any additional info again in the video description, along with all necessary links. If you like this video, you're more than welcome to support my channel by subscribing to it or buying me a beer using super thanks button that's somewhere under the video too. Thanks for watching this video and stay tuned for more reviews like that. Thank you guys and have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.